Mustard Knuckle.
Hello everybody, Mustard Knuckle back again, heading out in the M4A4 Sherman. It's a Sherman. It's an A4 Sherman. Now the A4 Sherman, you see the Italian flag on the back here. The Italians used it. The A4 has a little bit of a different history than some of the other Shermans. And I think the A3 was similar, but anyway, we'll talk about that. We'll talk some history, gameplay, probably a lot of gameplay because we've done a lot of Sherman videos, but you know, maybe I'll try to make them better. Anyway, so here we go. I got my spot. This is my spot. I like this spot. This is a good spot. I'm telling you. It's a good spot. Now, I bet you guys all have spots that you like to go on certain maps. Oh, jeez. That's a quick start. Alright. Let's see if we can keep this going or not. I don't know. No is the answer. Alright, so, yeah. The M4A4 Sherman was primarily... I don't think the Italians used it during the war. I think they spent a lot of time occupied by Germany. There we go, nice. Making things for Germany and producing casemates, as we talked about in that 75, maybe M48, I can't remember which one, but one of those casemates they made specifically for Germany because Germany wanted them to make it. They didn't make very many, but that's the way it worked out for Italy. This tank was a later, oh here we go, was a later Sherman with the welded hull, not the cast hull, and that was pretty much used by Italy after World War II, I think it was a later one. Lend-Lease, I don't know if it was it might have been Lend-Lease, since it was one of ours that we let them borrow, but it was after the war, so I don't know if that would officially be Lend-Lease or not. But I doubt we ever got them back. I mean, if we lended them, you know, when you lend something to somebody, you think you're going to get it back. This is going to work. Okay, bomber, right? We drop our bombs, we pull up, don't fly right over your target. Because if they're looking through their scope or something, they'll never know. But if they see a plane fly through there, you're going to wake them up. Here we go. Nice. That works. Wow. Alright, so now I'm just going to crash in front of this guy and distract him or something. So the M4A... Uh-oh. Wow, who shot me? How did they... I thought I was pretty well hidden. I guess my teammates helped out and kind of saved me from getting totally blowed up before the end of that. Alright, let's keep firing. Now this guy's going to try to sneak out of here. So we got to hold him back in there. The good thing about this position is you can cut off two of the points. So you can cut off A over there, up there, and then you can cut off B down here more in the middle. Just if you pull out a little bit, it's really easy to knock that thing out and get side shots. I mean, that's kind of what I like to do. I don't know about you guys, but I kind of like to find positions on the map where I can get side shots, because when I go head to head with guys, I feel like I'm doing everything right. There we go, good. I feel like I'm doing everything right, and I still bounce shots, and it drives me insane. I don't, you know, so it makes me crazy. And I don't want to go crazy while I'm playing a game. I want to have fun, so that's why I try to find places where I can get good side shots. And that makes things a lot more fun. Now, the Sherman originally started off with a 75mm gun, which you probably know, and then it had the 105mm howitzer version, and then they started working on the 76. Now, the British put the 17-pounder, nice, put the 17-pounder, wow, that was a pretty cool shot. They put the 17-pounder in there, and they liked it, and that's what became the Firefly. The 17-pounder, I think it came along with the Comet, or they were developing it for the Comet, and they liked it, so they went ahead. Oh, that guy's gonna be hard to kill from over here. And they liked it in, I think the Sherman was first. They kind of tested it out in the Firefly, but the Firefly was too slow and too tall. It wasn't really their style. Like, really, I mean, you know, when you think about the style, you think of the Comet, the Avenger, the Cromwell. They're all low, fast, no reverse. You know, that was their deal. They liked those style of tanks. Meanwhile, this thing sits up tall. It's got big slab sides on it. And I think they kind of decided against liking this, and then they developed the Comet around that, I think around that 76mm gun. Uh-oh. Now the 76mm gun became important because that was what we really needed on the Sherman. Oh, yeah, they're gonna get me. Oh. Okay, that was pretty lucky. That 76 was needed in order to be able to get through on the Tigers and maybe the 85 mil, the T-34-85, you know, stuff like that. Let's see if I can get this guy. Okay, try again. And there. Okay, too early. Okay, maybe I'll get one more try. Let's see how bad No. I was going to do it. I know I was going to get him that time. Right? I mean, I definitely was going to get him on that shot. Okay, so let's see here. What were we talking about? The 76, the development of that gun. And that was kind of a big advancement for the Sherman, was to get a gun that was better than this 75mm gun, which is what we have here. You know, that worked out okay. Holy cow. So the 76 was pretty much the game changer for this. We'll get back in an airplane here. There's not a lot going on down here now, and A is pretty much taken care of, it looks like. Let's see if we can get one. Oh gosh, that guy, how do you end up facing that direction? Come on. Ah, oh, they got him. Okay, good. Alright, oh boy, well, this is pretty much a waste of time. It's unbelievable to me how much of a complete waste of time this airplane is when you get in it. I don't even know what you use it for in, like, aviation battles and stuff like that. Like, it's unbelievable. Anyway, it's got windows all the way down the side. What are we doing here? Alright, I'll figure out what... So then the debate is, do we drop all these bombs on one guy? Or do we, like, drop a few here and there and hope we get lucky and it just lands... I don't even know if it's landed on a tank. So we're holding that in position. And we're going to pull up, but this thing won't pull up. There we go. Too late now. Like I said, try not to fly over them, but anyway, try to, you know, stay out of their line of sight. I mean, that was literally... I don't even know what to do now. I guess maybe I should just dump this thing back in and get back in my tank. But the cool thing, too, though, is even when you get in a plane that's as worthless as the Wellington, no offense, I mean, I'm sure, you know, it took a lot of great engineering to put that thing out, but even when you're in an airplane like that and there's not a lot you can do, you can still kind of evaluate... Oh, this guy's still over there? You can still kind of evaluate what's going on the, quote, battlefield. You know, you can see where people are, you can see where they're moving, you can see where there might be a vehicle that's a bigger threat than some others. So you can take a look at that kind of stuff. You could even kind of see where you are and evaluate your position. See how the guy dove down? Chances are they're probably going to drive away. Let's see, because that still hasn't blown up. There it goes, finally. So that demonstrates what we talk about all the time. When you're bombing on this, try to get that high arc going down, and then when your bombs hit, they explode almost immediately. If you go low like that, it's got that fuse, and I think it's got to be at least 5 seconds. And that, I don't think he got anybody. I didn't watch close, but you saw how long it took for that thing to explode. This is it. My gosh. So this game was super straightforward. You know, this team did really well together. You know, one thing, when you're on a team in here, even though you're not talking to each other and you're not like squatted up and buddies with people or whatever, I think I had a good game. Yeah, nice. You can still really work together by looking at the map and looking where your guys are, look where the other team is compared to your guys, so you can kind of figure out who's battling and who's not. You can figure out who needs help. And if you kind of, it works both ways. Sometimes, especially when there's one point like this, you can just attack the one point and just dominate. And then other times you kind of do what we did today, and there were guys spread out all over the map. 8 kills, 5 assists. I mean, that's an okay game there. I'll take that. And the win? Nice. Nice. That'll work anytime. M4A4 Sherman with Italian flags on it. It's a good tank. It's fine. Which is kind of the whole thing with the Sherman. It was fine. It wasn't the best at anything. It wasn't the worst at anything, maybe. Tons of parts, easy to fix, and there were tons of them. They were everywhere. So that was kind of what did the job for the Sherman. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Good luck, have fun. We'll see you in the next one.